Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I kind of wanted to just give you guys an update about what's happening with my poetry book. And okay, I have news for you guys. Hi guys, so for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Emily and I'm a mental health speaker, but I'm also a digital artist, a poet slash writer, and a photographer slash model. And yeah, so this is my channel where I kind of encompass a little bit of everything. But yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about my new poetry book, as well as the re-release of my current poetry book. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, keep going. So I did the most unhinged, crazy shit this morning. So I woke up, it was like a little bit earlier. It was like maybe 7:30 a.m. I made my coffee and I was just kind of like going through some old boxes in my apartment, and I just stumbled upon this folder, this green folder, and it had it had all my works, like all my poetry, not all of it, but like a lot of my poetry from when I was in high school. And I was like, whoa, I was like, I haven't seen this in such a long time. So naturally, I had to format it into a poetry book. I thought it would be like a really fun idea to re-release it, or to release it as like its own chapbook. So it's kind of like just a collection of like who I was back then. And it's so interesting because the writing style is completely different than how I write now. Now a lot of my poetry is all free verse and just kind of like short essay style, prose, etc. But back then I had this very strong preconceived notion of what poetry should be, so that I used to write in rhyme scheme like all the time. Like I would only write in rhyme. So it's interesting seeing like the poems from back then all in rhyme scheme, because now I can't rhyme for shit. So anyways, so I formatted that into its own little chapbook, and I'm super excited because I recently published it. It's currently processing, but it will be available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, etc. soon. It's called From Within a Broken Heart, and it's a collection. It's basically a collection of all that work that I did when I was in high school, and it's kind of like a little look into my life back then. I will be honest, it's very heavy, it's very dark. I was a severely depressed teenager. So there is a trigger warning in the beginning, etc. So like anything that you're not comfortable with, you don't have to proceed. If you that's the kind of thing that you like, awesome, then keep going. Okay, on to my next news. So for those of you who don't know, I have a indie poetry book published right now on Amazon. It's called Older. And I published it in 2019. Here's a picture of it. This is like my gross, old copy that I've had forever. I think even part of it's missing. It's on one of the pages. But anyways, so this is my poetry book. It's called Older. It's the cover. There's the back, and there's like a little poem on the back. Yeah, that's my poetry book. Originally, published it on Amazon KDP, which at the time wasn't even Amazon KDP. It was like CreateSpace for old AuthorTube, BookTube, etc. people. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It used to be called CreateSpace, and I published some poetry works through that. But then I compiled all of them into this book called Older, which then CreateSpace became Amazon KDP. And through that process, I like Amazon and I like publishing through Amazon, but it's not exactly the direction that I want to go in for the future of my books and for the future of, me as a writer, etc. I want to have like a little bit more ownership, if that makes any sense, over my work and just over the process, etc. So I'm actually in the process of re-releasing this book in a second edition from a different publishing site. It's going to be so much better. The book itself is going to be exactly the same. It's just going to be a second edition. There are going to be some slight changes to some of the pieces. I'm not really adding anything, but the book itself will be reformatted. The images will still be there. Let's see, if I can find an example. The images will still be in there. But yeah, so it's basically the same book, but I'm re-releasing it, and I'm so excited. I'm just going to have a re-release day. It's going to be really exciting. I don't even know, maybe I'll bring you guys to my writing group and we'll do a little release day party or something. I don't know. We'll think about it. So yeah, that's my big news. I have a new poetry chapbook coming out. It's really short. It's called From Within a Broken Heart. That's coming out soon. like really soon. And then older, second edition will be available super soon as well. And if you guys want to like follow me on that journey, like keep going, it's gonna be so interesting. Because so far, I'm like maybe like a third of the way through reformatting the book itself, but like, ooh, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I feel like this video kind of just turned into an announcements video, so I'm just gonna kind of just call it that. It's like an announcement video, life update about what I'm doing with my, you know, artistic side. But anyways, the last update that I have for you guys, so it's really expensive running my website, woofycute.com, and it's expensive every month. Like, it's like 40 bucks a month if you don't pay like the full price right up front, and like also just Shopify itself and blah blah blah. And it's just a lot of money that, you know, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of everything, and I just don't really have the resources for it right now, and I'm just trying to save up money for a new car. So I decided to switch back to Etsy despite all the fees. If I start to build up a little bit more, I'll probably build into like a coffee shop. But for now, I really want to stick with Etsy. It's just super simple. It's well known. People know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm really familiar with the platform itself. So I think that's what I'm going to stick with. So all the links in the future for like woofycute.com, my sticker shop, my keychains, my pins, etc., like my digital art stuff, all of that will be on my Etsy shop, and like those links will be in the description, etc. I just wanted to let you guys know that, because I don't want you to go like, you know, to my old site and then like everything's different, and that's not even where I'm really selling anymore, and the site is eventually going to come down, etc. So yeah, it's a Monday. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your week. Thank you guys so much for watching this little announcements video about like what I'm doing with my writing, what I'm doing with my art, etc. And just thank you so much for sticking with me as I'm doing things. Like, it really means a lot, and you guys keep me going. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week.